And this means that more than 3 weeks break is over now. This is a live stream from Vulkk. Hello everyone. Some of you may have never seen a live stream from Vulkk before. Oh, okay, how do we do this? What do I do during live streams? Can anybody remind me? Hi guys, if you're celebrating Christmas or anything else, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I hope that you're enjoying the end of the year. Maybe for some of you it's not even the end of the year, depending on which calendar you're following. So good morning, good evening, and anything in between. Welcome to my live show. Hopefully you enjoy the next, 2 hours, 1.5, something like that. I don't think it will be too long because even though I haven't been live streaming in a long time, since actually the beginning of the month when 5.6 was released. Oh, wait, that was actually the end of November. So I haven't live streamed in exactly 1 month. Wow. How many of you punished me by unsubscribing and then weeks later resubscribing just to check in what I'm doing? Right, the plan for today's live stream, we'll talk about Christmas presents, of course. I received one big present, but I made it myself, and a bunch of medium to small presents. I mean, nothing really that would excite you guys by mentioning clothes and furniture and stuff like that, but these were the kind of presents that we made to ourselves and that I received. The one related to gaming present that I made myself this Christmas was a new mouse, because the old one was getting really itchy and not buggy, maybe itchy is more appropriate, and it was getting old. It was, I think, 4 years old, maybe even more than this. It was morally old and physically old, and I decided to make myself a gift. Of course, I had to wait 3 weeks for delivery, but that's how things happen when the mouse is extremely overpriced over here, and I had to purchase it from the UK's Amazon. I hope that you guys are having fun, because today is work day officially, at least here in Bulgaria, but judging by the activity in the chat, a lot of you are actually free and able to join me live. What is going to happen today? Would have been nice if I checked if everything is properly working here on OBS, and the stream seems fine. I don't see any issues or problems. Please report if you find something not working properly, or if any of the sound levels are out of proportion, because I do use OBS on a daily basis for all kinds of purposes, from local recording to personal tests and God knows what else. And I tweak the audio settings pretty much 15 times a day. And I never remember what the hell am I using for live streaming gameplay, for live streaming something else, and for local recording. Okay. Tell me what you received for Christmas. I see that some of you are complaining that they haven't received anything yet. Well, maybe Santa, or whatever you call it in your country or region, will visit you in, 2.5 days for New Year's Eve. I don't know if you guys make presents for New Year's Eve, because we actually do give and receive presents on both Christmas and the New Year's Eve. I mean, for the past 10 or so years, I've been making and receiving presents mostly on Christmas, because it's the biggest tradition. Not so much on New Year's Eve, but when me and my brother were small children back at home with the whole family, our parents used to make us presents for both of the holidays, because kids need presents. Everybody who is a father, mother, or a kid would probably back me up on this. You got a gift card. Ooh, nice. Gift card for what? Oh, you mean money gift card? That's the... I'm a little ashamed to admit, but gift card with just store credit is probably the best gift. The least thoughtful gift as well, but it's by far the best one, because you can do absolutely anything you want with it without any pressure whatsoever. Especially to a tech geek who wants to buy a game, a hardware upgrade, or anything like that. It's really tough to nail it what the person needs, and you would buy them exactly this piece. That's why yesterday I was looking for an advice. I think, oh wait, yeah, that's a little bit personal. I only ask my patrons, so you guys don't know probably, but I was trying to pick a decently not overpriced Lego Star Wars present for a very close friend of mine, huge Star Wars geek, and she doesn't have any Lego. I don't know why, but I wanted to introduce her to this crazy magic, which is Lego and Star Wars Lego in particular. And I wanted to buy something, but unfortunately, the recommendations I received were not available here in Sofia. So if I wanted to make that gift, it would be by the middle to end of January. Okay. How about we begin with the gameplay? Man, I'm not used to using that headset. It's been a while since I've used it because I only use it during live streams. It feels weird. So the gameplay tonight will feature 2 or 3 classes doing flashpoints and flashpoints, uprisings, and well, that's it probably. I don't want to go into a bigger group scale such as operations because it would take time to organize. It would take time to join a group, wait for the group to be formed, and then go do an operation. God forbid something will happen on the wrong side and people will start leaving. That's discrimination. You're a child, Trio. Everybody is a child. I might be 30-something years old, but inside I'm still a child. And from time to time I do behave like a child. Not purposely, by the way. But what can I say? Yeah, but BioWare's game is so broken that the Christmas tree behind me is covering glitches and bugs in the corner of the screen. But shh, we don't tell that. This is my healer. I haven't played my healer in a while. I haven't streamed gameplay with my Scoundrel healer. She's not very well equipped because I don't play her often and I don't farm gear for her. Pretty much the casual content that I play with her doesn't require me to be geared up because I get bolstered for a price for flashpoints. For the daily farm, I don't really need any gear. I can pretty much do these things naked. You too as well. So how about queue up for some random flashpoint? Maybe get a daily reward or something. What have I done the previous time? Ooh. Wow, look at that. A healer is needed for story mode operation. Do I dare click this? Probably not. All men are 9 years old inside. Why 9, Zen? Why would you pick 9, specifically that age? What happened to you when you were at the age of 9? You finished Oscar. You finished Shadow of War. What do you mean finished? As in 100% achievements completed? That's what finished means, because finishing the story will take you probably 10 to 15 hours. That is true, yeah. Very well said, Grey Wolf. As long as you have your parents, you are their child. Magic, are you speaking of your husband here for yourself? Or for, I know your children actually very young still, so you're far from the time when they reach 9, I think, right? Or am I mistaken? At least the child that I've seen live on the podcast is a baby, basically. Don't know how big, how old. You finished the story mode. Ah, that's the difference then. Nice. At 7 years of age, you tend to want cheap plastic crap. And when you grow up to 9, things change. Wow, you improve. What do you want now? Metal stuff and aluminium stuff. Oh, the big one is almost 6. Wow, okay. Right, so let me queue up immediately for... Oh, look at that composition. But at least everybody is level 50. 2 healers and a tank. Someone cancelled before me. I wasn't going to cancel, but exactly the same group. My Christmas was, well, the 24th was very calm and nice. On the 25th, I woke up with a very weird feeling of being bored. I don't know why. Maybe because I didn't drink myself crazy the previous night. I used to do that. Well, not to the extent where I don't know my name, but I used to celebrate a lot harder these family holidays when I was younger, not so much lately. So on the 25th in the morning, I actually felt very rested, I felt very good, and I sat down to make a video. Some of you may have seen it already. It's about my sign build for The Witcher 3. If you don't play or care about The Witcher 3, you've probably not seen the video, but I've been researching the build for this video for the past 2 weeks, which took me about, I don't know, 20 something hours. And I have to say, I'm really happy that I managed to finally finish it. Is Star Wars The Old Republic worth playing anymore? Tell me how long it's been since you left the game, and I'll tell you how much is it worth, and what would you best do. Because you can play the stories for free, and that will take you a very long time if you are interested in the stories, of course, and they are the best part of the game, by the way. If you've been a subscriber and an active player in the recent 1 or 2 years, the stories are probably of no interest to you, but there have been some upgrades. We do celebrate Christmas on the 25th in Bulgaria. You don't celebrate it on the 25th? When do you? Ooh, Cyphorus. My parents bought me some Warhammer 40k models. Ooh, nice models. Level 17. That's going to be a disaster. But let's take a look. Oh, you celebrated on the 7th of January? I didn't know that you follow this calendar, Night Serbian. Interesting. Thank you for the update. I've learned something new today. Yeah, it would make sense because we're neighbors and we are similar countries in style and lifestyle and such, but apparently we don't follow the exact same holidays. Okay, we're going there with 1 level 17 DPS and 2 healers. I didn't even see which flashpoint we were starting. Is that Lost Island? Oh, no, wait. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, even worse. I don't think I've done Directive. Is it? Yes, it is Directive 7 in veteran mode for what? Wait, is this? Okay, at least the good news is that's veteran mode, so hopefully it wouldn't take us too long. The only problem would eventually be the last boss. I don't even think it would be a big problem. Oh, wait. I'm a healer. I need to change a couple of things. Scroll. Oops. Use operations. Frames is group frames. There we go. And this is my newest version of my healing UI, which I might upload at some time, but the difference is very, very minor, nothing really significant. For those of you who downloaded and are using my user interface for Star Wars The Old Republic. Have you guys noticed how often I say Star Wars The Old Republic and I avoid every time when I can saying SWTOR? Because it sounds weird, and maybe because I have very difficult time pronouncing SWTOR. I don't think I'm pronouncing it wrong, it's just weird. Yeah, we're taking a bit of a beating here. But we only have 1 solid DPS. I do apologize if everybody feels that level 17 is a quality DPS. No. At level 17 you're just a, I don't know, hoodoo. It sounds cute, really? So that means I'm probably not saying it correctly. Doesn't sound cute to me. Tell me, guys, what was the best Christmas present you've ever received? Not this year, but overall. What do you remember as your best Christmas present? I'm currently trying to remember mine, and I'm a little bit struggling there. You're strangely too deep into Star Wars lore, Zen, for someone who probably hasn't even seen The Last Jedi yet. Oh, by the way, I know that it's been 2.5 weeks, no, 2 weeks exactly, since the release of the episode, the newest episode 8, but please guys, let's take it light on spoilers. If you want to discuss something, we can, but no major plot lines, like let's not mention who dies and why. Anybody who hasn't seen The Last Jedi yet, we won't name and shame you. I mean, the chat is invisible on the screen, so only the number of people that are around will ever know. So how are we doing on the best Christmas present ever? A model castle for Robin Hood figures. What do you mean a model castle? Wow, that sounds so very good, and if that's what I think it is, I was very, very interested in building those models. Is that like some kind of a plastic or a carton-made figure and castle? That's what I used to make when I was a little kid. Plastic models made out of tough paper. You're waiting until after the holidays. Why is that so? Why are you waiting for after the holidays? Does it get cheaper then? As in cheaper tickets, or what other reason? Oh, look at that. This is actually a slow run, so I might activate the superior command boost, which I got from a crate. Thank God, there is some use for those crates after all. I got this one from a crate, and I might activate it at the very end. Yeah, unfortunately we are both healing. And I'm absolutely 100% refusing to do DPS as a scoundrel. I mean, I do some off DPS, but... Daniel is asking, do you think there will be a new level cap next year? I hope so. If there isn't, then that's very, very bad for the game as a whole. Judging by the number of visits on my website and the number of views that I've detected on my videos in December, specifically around and now after the release of episode 8, there is an insane increase of the amount of my views and reads of my beginner-friendly guides. Some of my beginner-friendly guides and articles have gone crazy up in terms of popularity. Which probably means that there are a lot of new people. But I wasn't able to verify that for myself because I haven't played any low-level characters and I haven't actually checked for myself how populated the planets are, the low-level planets. I have played Metro Redux. Well, I played the original Metro before the Redux version and I didn't finish it actually. I played... Oh, come on now. I played only about the first hour of the game, and while it was a good game, the shooting mechanics and just the gameplay with the gun threw me off. The story is amazing. I love both of the books. I've read the original Metro book a couple of times, once in English, once in Bulgarian. And I've read the second Metro book, which is far worse than the original. Just in my opinion, but it's still a good one. I've read it once in English, because I couldn't find it in Bulgarian. $60 people on Korriban, that's not a big number. What is your server? That's important. If it's a European server, then that means it's peak hour right now, and 60 seems a bit low, in my opinion. On the other side, it's far more than what we had like 3 months ago, maybe. Yep. We have discussed that during my last live stream, but probably many of you guys have not seen it or maybe don't remember already. I do believe as well that there will be a third flashpoint to finish that mini story arc that will hopefully lead us into the next expansion, which will be the Scions, or I don't know what actually. It will be definitely a new common enemy. Oh, what the hell. We've lost the low-level Sentinel, did we? Okay. What did we get? 70 Sentinel, 70 Sage. Commando. No shooting at all? I didn't know that's actually possible. No shooting at all while playing Metro. I really loved the book, and I don't know why, but I imagined some things very differently, especially the dark ones. The dark ones from the book, I imagined them quite differently than what they look like and behave like in the game. Oh, by the way, some of you probably remember my Scoundrel. She used to look different not so long ago. 3 days ago I changed the outfit. It's a very popular and classic outfit, but I really like it. Plus, the default color scheme for this one is black and blue. Black is always good, and blue is my favorite color, so it's a perfect combination. Okay, I feel much better now with, hopefully if that guy actually comes, 2 level 70 DPS. It's gonna be much quicker. 172 on the fleet? Is that one fleet? But wait, actually, for a localized server, I don't know, was that the server, the French server, Tulak Horde? Correct me if I'm wrong. But if that's for the French or the German, no, the German server was TM something. Oh, holy crap! I'm bad with remembering names. I'm glad to be able to do that, Oscar. Oh, come on now. Everybody is a healer today, really? I'm not switching, dudes. I'm still a healer. Why are we waiting here? We could actually keep the progress through the flashpoint eventually. Phoenix, there hasn't been any word of confirmation or even a hint that we'll have a new expansion from Star Wars The Old Republic's developing team. That's just my hope and prediction based on previous experience, because something similar we experienced at the end of 2.x times when we received the Forged Alliances story arc. It consisted of 4 flashpoints released in 3 cycles. The first 2 flashpoints were released together as one patch and one content update. And after 3 cycles followed the Revan expansion, and the Forged Alliances was actually not a pre-quest because it wasn't required to do Revan, but it was like a preparation for what's happening on Rishi and Yavin 4 later on. I have the same fear as you, Michael. The future of Star Wars The Old Republic is just releasing flashpoints every once in a while. Well, flashpoints and war zones, because if they go down that road by releasing these copy-paste alternations and variations of war zones like they did with the Yavin 4 map, I don't mind that as long as they do it more frequently. Because how long has it been since we received the new Quesh? That was the last Warzone we received. Warzone. Pay attention. Thank you, gamer. I like your name. No, come on, Senna. You should know how much I hate the snowballs. You're not here since yesterday. Don't put ugly thoughts in people's minds. Snowballs are for the fleet, chat. I actually do believe that. It's not me joking. I do hate snowballs. And as a matter of fact, I believe I featured that in one of my very old Goofs and Spoofs video collections back from the serious nightmare raiding days from Solstice. There was a small clip in one of these funny videos. I think it was in volume 3, the Christmas edition. It's from many years ago. It would probably be tough for you guys to find it on YouTube. Hello, Mr. Mustache. Damn, that's a cool avatar. I hate to admit that, but even though they switched focus to MMO and group content in 2017, the amount of new content produced was at least twice less, if you ask me, compared to the chapter-based release cycle from the previous year. Kotfi was a disaster because they only focused on story, but at least we got an hour and a half of new stuff to do every month. I mean, every month, and that was for free. I mean, for free because I do subscribe to the game since day one, and I'll probably never stop subscribing, but that's what I mean for free. You can't actually play the chapter if you weren't a subscriber there. And it's amazing that even today they still haven't received, released that, ooh, 3 DPS, what the hell happened there? They still haven't released the special chapter, whichever number it was, with Zoom, the droid. I used to hate the content from Shadow of Revan when it released because I was comparing it to the original game. It was still better than Rise of the Hutt Cartel. Rise of the Hutt Cartel was good, but a total disappointment because they claimed it an expansion. And back then, that was the first expansion to SWTOR, and we still didn't know what exactly they're going to do in terms of expansions to the game and how often. So when you hear an expansion, you would imagine new classes, new planets, multiple, plural, a lot of new content, and we received 5 levels. Of course, we got it for free, so that's a huge thing, right? Oh, wait, was it for free? Damn, I'm confused now. Was Rise of the Hutt Cartel for free, or was it based on a subscription? Or did we... I do remember Revan was $20 pre-order. And of course, I was proud to be pre-ordering it on day one, as soon as they launched the pre-order on the website. I'm not really hyped about the Han Solo movie. Probably the controversy surrounding the director. And I mean, Ron is an awesome director, and I'm sure he'll do a good job. I don't know why. Probably because getting one new Star Wars movie every year takes out the excitement, more or less. And I hate saying that. Although, I'm sure when May comes, I will be all up in the sky waiting for the movie to release.
I'm so disappointed. You tell our enemies exactly where to find us.
It was a pre-order, you say. Was it $20 again? 20 is still very cheap, but today, every single expansion I compared to the Witcher 3 expansion, specifically the second one. For $15 to $20 based on when and how you purchased it, when it was available for pre-order and then on the release. Blood and Wine DLC for the Witcher 3 was a massive new game. I mean, you could probably do the story in 15 to 20 hours, but I spent easily 30 plus hours in that game, and I wasn't even finished that. So my first run through Tucson, that was the new area for the Witcher 3's expansion. It probably kept me busy and entertained for over 50 hours in total. And that's a damn good value for $15 to $20. It was 20 on a standalone purchase, 15 if you get it as what do you call it, a season pack, an XP pack? No, an expansion pack, sorry. Oh, the fat Jabba is my favorite. Yep, I still have it here. Dr. Rogorov. Back then, of course, we weren't sure what role the Doctor is going to play. He was featured, of course, in Rise of the Hutt Cartel story, but I personally started paying attention to the fat Jabba much later, when he became a part of the Alliance alerts and the Alliance system with Fallen Empire. Damn, that's going so fast. And I have absolutely no job healing anybody. I'm just throwing heals left and right. As opposed to yesterday when I did a pug, well, actually joined after the first boss and on to the second boss. I joined the pug veteran flashpoint for Manan. Wow, what a disaster. But we managed to do it in the end. We just wiped once miserably on the second boss. And after that, I insisted that we man up. Someone left, and actually that ended up strengthening the group because of that person leaving. Dragonborn, is that the name of the expansion? Forgive me, but I'm not a huge Skyrim fan and I have absolutely no clue. Ooh, loot. Thank you, Senna. I had completely forgotten that. Now I'm wondering if Revan was $20 and $10. I think I paid 20 or 15. Damn, it's hard to remember. Yeah, originally Macabre was supposed to be a free addition to Star Wars: The Old Republic, but it wasn't released yet when BioWare switched to the free-to-play model. And they released FTP, and what, a couple months later they launched the Macabre expansion. Hey Eddie, yes, I'm on the Malgus server. That's not why I'm using Malgus on the thumbnail for the live stream today. I just love Malgus. I'm rooting for this guy to come back, even though I don't expect him to.
You're going to be all right. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Giant Island. Ooh, nice. Okay, I'm supposed to skip this. Everybody is skipping, apparently. I do remember Revan was 20. By the way, I still see the Revan expansion, for whatever reason, costing $30+ on some websites. I'm partnered with Kinguin, but as much as I like them and I've been using them for my personal needs for a long time now as well, except that I'm advertising them. But even they allow stupid things. And I mean, it's not their fault. It's the... they're just a marketplace, but the company or the person that's advertising the Revan expansion for $30, I think it's still available. You can check it out on Kinguin. $30 to buy the Shadow of Revan expansion for Star Wars: The Old Republic. You must be really, really dumb or absolutely clueless to do that. Because it comes free with a month subscription together with all the other expansions. Here you go, guys. If anybody is new to the game, research things before you spend your money. It's almost never a good idea to spend your money and buy whatever comes before your eyes. That didn't sound correct, did it? Don't buy the first thing that pops in front of your eyes. $30 may be nothing for some of you, but for $30 you can have full experience in SWTOR for 2 months. Plus get all the expansions instead of just one.
Let our fellow droids embrace free will. We would create our own society of reason and freedom.
Yeah, actually, well, they do have some kind of neutrality availability during the storyline. But it also does make sense to be a part of a faction when you're not allowed to have neutral factions. Oh, come on! What the hell is happening? Why is everybody leaving this flashpoint? That's like the 4th person to leave since I've started. It's not Kingpin, it's Kinguin. There is a link in the description. Take a look. It's a marketplace. They sell all kinds of games and software as well, not just games.
As time went on,
I've missed that Kingpin wordplay apparently. Nice.
everyone else blindly followed along.
What the hell? Where are you going? Hey! What's happening? I don't get it. Are they doing the... Oh, holy crap, they're doing the bonus. Okay, fine. It's not like I'm in a rush. I actually do enjoy that flashpoint as long as we do it quickly. And why are we doing the bonus as a level 70? It's not really beneficial, even during a double CXP event. That's not a hidden part. No, that was a 30-something seconds bootleg video shown behind the scenes during an event. I think it was behind the scenes of one of the E3 events. I don't even remember if it was 2015 or something. But that was apparently, according to BioWare's official statement, unfinished video that was cancelled, like a deleted scene or something. I was really rooting for this to be part of the later chapters of Fallen Empire, but it wasn't. What about SWTOR? It's a good server, just like every other.
Statistically,
What do you want to know about it?
Please note that one or more mechanics may have found their way into the facility. Ignore them. Security teams will eliminate the problem shortly.
That won't save us, but hey. Yeah. By the way, I don't know if it's because they are new or because BioWare raised the bar a little bit in terms of toughness. The mechanics are no different for the story mode, the veteran mode of the flashpoints. But master mode in both Umbara and Cupero are a lot tougher. And it's really unfriendly for pugs. I don't think a pug can do it. I mean a genuine pug, not a group of friends, but just a genuine pug of 4 random people queuing up through Group Finder. If anybody of you guys tells me that you have completed it in a random group created with Group Finder, I would be really surprised. Why Jadis? Or exactly Jadis specially? I mean to you, not in general. I would say it's the tank, yeah. Who mentioned that it's the tanks? Yep, Night Servine. It is the tank's job to keep the team alive because of the tanking mechanics. Like in every tough endgame content in this game and probably in every other MMO, it's the tank's responsibility to make the group good and to keep them alive and stable. It's sad but true. Probably that's one of the reasons why there is always a shortage of tanks. Nobody wants to be the solely responsible person. If you guys have played Master Mode content in SWTOR, you probably know that it's all about the tank's mechanics and the tank's capabilities of keeping the bosses where they need to be and knowing all of the mechanics. Everybody else is allowed to screw up at least a little bit. Not everywhere, but most of the time.
Protocols have been enacted
The
to
tank
bring
is
about
not.
resolution.
If the tank screws up, everybody dies. Was that the master mode, Wink?
The revolution will proceed.
Sorry, teach me how to pronounce the name. I'm sure I failed. Was that the master mode that you were talking about? Spending 3 hours inside? Whatever time you spent, it's an awesome achievement in the end. That guy is going to come to another group member now. Because I play an old healer. Hello, Jason. Because I play an old healer in Solstice or in the other guilds that I've been a member of, every time I play my healer, we play with an old group. Most of the time, actually, not every time. So I tend to be placed in a suboptimal situation where either the tank is under geared, not really familiar with all the mechanics, especially when we were doing master mode operations. And my favorite is when I was teamed up with another scoundrel healer or an operative healer. I don't know why, but this always happened. Regardless of how tough times the Sage and Sorcerer had during the 3.x time period, it was still a best and preferred combination, at least to my opinion, to have 2 different classes healing the team. Having 2 of the same kind, especially 2 scoundrels which have no burst or very limited burst capabilities and all they rely on is dots, it's really tough. How to get up-to-date gear? Holy crap, what the hell happened there? Did they miss an interrupt? Probably. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted here. The answer to the question how to get up-to-date gear is find a team for yourself, do operations. Operations are by far the easiest and best way to get gear. Once you get the lower tiers of gear like tier 2 and preferably tier 3, you can start doing some PvP if you enjoy that. But operations are still far easier, at least for tier 2 and tier 3. For tier 4, you need to do the holy crap, the master mode content if you want to progress through the gear. Come on, people, don't you know the mechanics? What the hell is happening here? Maybe we can ignore these in veteran mode? I didn't know that. Or maybe just... yeah. Dailies are extremely good way to farm your... not directly your gear, but command rank, at least. And it's not doing the single daily quests, it's doing the weekly daily quest for each one of the regions. Insanely, especially right now during the double CXP event. Yesterday I got like 7 CXP ranks from doing Black Hole on my level, on my tier 1 commando. That's like 15 minutes, including the heroic, of course. But the heroic can be very easily solved, especially that one in Black Hole. It's so very easy. And as a stealth class, you can actually afford to skip some of the pools. Not all of them, because the damn droids detect you. You've seen... what do you mean, Oscar? What old video? I have about 1700 videos on my channel now. Which one of all the old videos do you mean? How many of you guys have seen my first video? You can actually very easily go and check it out if you want right now. You don't need to click through a million pages. We just order them by date, reverse.
Level 7 critical tasks must immediately report for security assignment.
I never, ever, ever check people's achievements. I used to play with a small team of people that I know, and I know that checking achievements is either for curiosity purposes or probably you get that habit if you do a lot of pug stuff through Group Finder. You want to know if people have done that content, and you want to know if you can rely on their skills and knowledge of what they are doing and how to do it. But I think I never learned the habit. I never got into a habit of checking people's achievements, which is actually a very good idea. Maybe I should start doing it now that I'm a filthy casual. Ah, the story about my characters. Yeah, it's old. I've gotten about 12 new characters since then, which isn't a lot, yeah. I know some of you guys have hundreds and hundreds of characters. I don't. I only have about... Well, in total I have about 50, but most of them are very low levels. Some of them are level 1 created for giveaways. They don't really count. Ooh, that's a big damage. Oh crap. I do remember these turrets were a nightmare to take down in hard mode at level 50. They might still be, but because of the bolster effect, here is not a big factor now. Yeah, that's a good enough reason to check people's achievements. No, PvP gear doesn't exist anymore. All the gear is exactly the same. You still get bolstered to 242, I believe, in PvP. That's one of the reasons why I suggest you get your lower tiers of gear through operations, because it's quicker and easier. How many of these 15 characters, Daniel, are level 70? Because if all of them are, that's still more than I have. I may have 50, but as I've said, only about a handful of them are level 70 and have gone through all the content. I really started to get boring repeating those chapters in Kotvi and Kotet the last 2 years. I must have done Macabre about 10 times, which is not a lot, but 10 times to me is a lot. I must have done Raven about the same times, maybe even more than 10 times, who knows. But Fallen Empire and Eternal Throne I've done like less than 5 times. You haven't played for half a year. You know that you haven't missed much. A couple of flashpoints and the continuation of the mini story arc. But I know for a fact that you, Oscar, have been here for every single live stream on a patch day. So you're not missing on the story, at least. You're just missing the opportunity to play it yourself. Oh, that's a good number. 10 level 70 tier 4. Nice. Mentor. You've done that so many times? Why? For the story or because you have an OCD effect and the need to farm them like crazy?
The revolution cannot be stopped.
It's actually good if that thing is on me. Although I'm the healer, it's not that good.
I am the end of organics.
Big guy on the back. These big droids used to be very deadly. And again, they might still be. It's just that with the bolster, this flashpoint is not that hard. All of the original flashpoints, have you guys noticed, or maybe it's just me, all of the original flashpoints released together with the game, plus Kaon Under Siege maybe, except for the bonus boss, are very easy in master mode. I mean, easy if you've done them before and if you know the boss mechanics, apparently. If you're a first timer, nothing is really that easy, or at least nothing is easy. Can I post my stream? Yes, of course, mate. With very small exceptions, my live shows are always available shortly after I finish them on YouTube. It's only if the show is a disaster or I haven't been able to do something quality and something interesting, only then I don't upload them. That was the main reason why I switched to YouTube more than 2 years ago. Because it wouldn't take me a long time to prepare the live stream and have it available on my YouTube channel. I was streaming to Twitch, maybe some of you know. I don't know why, but folks are still following every single day my Twitch channel. I don't know why. Are these bots? Why are they following a dead channel? It says with big giant letters everywhere on my Twitch channel that is currently not actively live streaming. I'm using it all the time to watch streams, but I don't live stream to it. Still though, it's good that people follow for whatever reason. Everybody has a reason, I guess. What first boss? When did I play Assault on Titan? Not recently. But, well, actually the last time I played it, the first boss was bugged, and I believe it has been fixed since then, hopefully. Yes, it is a pain. It's by far the hardest boss in the whole Flashpoint. The last boss was also bugged the last time I did it. Because the circles were not appearing where they should, and you were basically not able to tell where there are circles during the last boss transition. Kill the boss before it kills us. I do have Instagram, but I'm not often using it. Barely using it, actually. Go away, you stupid hand. Your boss is dead.
As I feared, the geothermal power cores are destabilizing rapidly. The facility will be incinerated in a matter of minutes.
Okay, we struggled for 45 minutes or so, which is actually not that long. Wow. Okay, that's really not that long. Now let's see, where was the exit, if I want to exit through the normal way. Huh, I have a progress on the weekly quest here. Yes, Magic, I do have a Twitch account, and I was active for about 2 years there. That was where I live streamed first, and I gave up because of constant issues, lag, drops, and the website being unstable in general. You haven't seen my Twitch account probably because your podcast is around 3-4 a.m. and I'm never able to join you live. That's why I always catch up the YouTube uploading a couple of days later. Level 64. Should I switch to something else? Yeah. First... Oh wait, I don't need to apply that now. Let's log into something else and see what would I be able to do. Probably another flashpoint. Nobody ever does uprisings through Group Finder. I haven't tried actually solo queuing for uprisings, as in queuing for uprisings and nothing else. Oh, it wasn't long, you're right. Plus, for a very brief time, we actually did some side quests. Maybe that's the reason why so many people left. Some of them didn't want to do them, some of them did them. without asking the group if they want to do that. It's total chaos. Oh, this guy has an active Steam, so let's be quick. Oops, not this. We're doing story uprisings, veteran flashpoint. Let's go for a... No, let's don't go for a master flashpoint with a pug. I don't want to waste my boost. That's another one of my low level guys. Where is it? Oh, level 70. I mean, rank 70. It's not level 70. Well, hammer station. Come on. I don't want to do hammer station. No matter what BioWare does, despite of the new activities window, despite of the new rewards for doing a random flashpoint, a random event through that activities window, despite the fact that the reward for doing hammer station was nerfed, some of you probably don't know, and we're still doing it all the time. Hey Ahmad, no, I don't have any thoughts on the current state of Vengeance, mate. I don't play that class often, and I'm not capable of giving advice or general thoughts or whatever. From the very little personal experience and third or second-hand experience watching other people around me and against me playing it, I think the spec is doing fine. Why would you throw me like that? Hammer Station is the best. Wait, what? Oh, holy crap. Everybody is low level here. Interesting. And everybody is waiting for the level 70 to start attack. That's gonna be a pain.
Intruders detected. Hammer Station security online. Lockdown in progress.
And of course, I completely forgot the fact that this is a new group. I mean, low-level group, not new. I put both of them together, did you see? How are you judging that request that you've just made, Lynch? Why would you say that the spec needs 200 to 300 more DPS? Is it based on dummy performance? Or do you feel like it struggles in PvP, in operations, somewhere else? This is not my least favorite flashpoint. This is the most boring flashpoint because I've done it too many times now. And I think there is a difference, or I don't know how to better explain it. It's actually a very cool and interesting flashpoint altogether. But when you've done something so many times, it becomes boring and tedious. Like Quad Drive Yard, when they released it, it was the only low-level flashpoint and everybody was crazy farming it, including me. So very shortly after that, I actually started hating it. What happened is old habit. I put both of the groups at the same time, forgetting that this is a pug, and on top of that, full with low-level players. So we wiped. Well, I've done this flashpoint with all of my classes, including my tank that is not existent anymore. I used to have a tank, did you know?
This is Bannerlord Krishan to all personnel. Our jealous rivals would destroy our great weapon. But today, the Advos hegemony earns its place in the galaxy.
Targeting systems locked. Targeting systems locked. Targeting systems locked.
No, really, I was tanking. I haven't tanked since level 55 or so, though. The last tank job I did was Genova, hard mode, the first 2 bosses. That's the farthest I've ever received. I've never played any of the DLCs for Mass Effect 3, even though I have them for free. I watched The Hitman's Bodyguard yesterday. Very damn good movie. I don't know why it took me so long to see it. Wrong button. Oh, that guy annoys me so much. You're not a nice boy, dude. Stop pulling. Look at people. HP. That's a team of 4 DPS players and most of them low level. Oh, that's the best trash pool now. Okay. I can heal up while you do that. With my awesome heal, which is actually on a very long cooldown. Rest well, Night Serbian. I'll see you next time. Probably in the new year. Unless, of course, something weird pops into my mind for the remaining of the, I don't know, 3 days that we have. I actually have been live streaming on the 31st of December the last 2 years, I believe. Or maybe my memory is fading, but I think I have. If that's true, maybe I ought to keep that tradition going.
This is Battlelord Prasan to the intruders. This station is capable of pulverizing continents. Do you think it will fall to a single strike team? Pure arrogance.
I've also never played any of the Mass Effect games with a female Shepard, which, yeah, I know it's a big letdown and a big missed opportunity. But I'm sure that you'll forgive me. so unfriendly. Last time we had at one point 3 healers in the group. Now we have 4 DPS. I don't know. I never liked the tactical flashpoint, now called veteran flashpoints, but at least it makes the content pop faster. Oh, this may actually take a while. You mean rage as a resource building? Is that your struggle, mate? And do you mean that... Oh, PvE, you mentioned it, okay. I don't know what to tell you. Hopefully you've seen my guides. I do have both video and written form of the guides. Although the video guide obviously is a little bit outdated now, specifically in the... yeah, actually, yeah. The Carnage video guide is quite outdated now.
To all personnel, rally to Section 0. We fight for our homeworld and the supreme...
No, I don't think I've live streamed those. They're very old games and I don't expect many people would be interested. And maybe you've seen my answer to your comment about the Witcher 3 live stream. It's a very long game filled with so many side activities. It's not exactly friendly for live streaming, unless of course I pick a random portion of it and live stream it, but I don't like doing that in general. And I've already done 3 series for both of the expansions. So that leaves me with very little room for a potential live stream of The Witcher 3. I'm thinking about doing a live stream series for the story at least. For the story of Shadow of War, but I don't think the story is really all that interesting. What's interesting is the gameplay overall, and I tend to prefer to play the game on Nemesis difficulty, which makes it really hard to live stream as well, because everything is quite punishing in this difficulty mode.
I am a battle lord of the Advos Hegemony. You will fall before me.
Oh.
Primary weapon inoperable. Recommend immediate evacuation.
Look at that. Nobody cares to res that nice guy who was actually annoying me throughout the whole run. Okay, a little bit rocky run. Now I guess left Vulkk, which is the one character that I can pretty much solo most of the veteran flashpoints, especially the original ones. Oh no, wait. No, I don't think I can. At least not now at level 70. I've soloed them in the past, but not now. Oh. Ugh. I should have gone there. Should have. Let's see. Okay. Let's manually go there and finish the damn conversation. Every time I forget that this one actually requires me to go and talk to Master SWTOR. No, there is no cap to that anymore. I don't remember when exactly, but they removed it a long time ago. Where the hell was... I don't remember which ship. Does it say here? Oh, okay. Dropship hangar on the fleet. Yeah. You don't need to go to the other ships. No, I don't think I can solo that. No, I went a little bit over myself saying that. I have soloed it at level 50, 55, I think 60 as well, but I'm not sure if I've soloed it after that. The toughest ever flashpoint to do solo was Manan, and I think I did it at 55 because that's when it was released. I don't think I've tried after that to solo it, and I'm not sure it will be possible. At least not for my Sentinel. Maybe some of the old flashpoints, the low-level flashpoints, would be available to solo in veteran mode. My healer is decently high in rank, 40-something. My best healing companion, I mean.
Hold still.
Okay, let's see what will I get. What the hell? That's it? 4? Because I forget. I forget that for some of the flashpoints I need to spawn here at the exit point. It's funny that they allow you to destroy the CXP and you receive less, unless I'm mistaken, but it does appear that you receive less from these tokens when you receive them and disintegrate them here. Okay, I don't think any of these things will be needed, and that's it. Yay, one more. I didn't click that one. And that leaves me with... Ooh, nice. I do have enough command tokens for another stim, should I need it. Which boss are you aiming, Grey Wolf, to claim as the worst boss in Manan? All of them? I personally love the bonus boss. It's very tricky and very punishing, and also a little bit demanding on class balance. Or DPS, of course, if you have crazy high DPS. Okay, let's go to Vulkk and do another one. You can solo Manan at level 70? Really? That's nice. The second boss is really, really tough. I don't think I can solo it with my Sentinel. At least not with the gear I have. Which is... where is it? Item rating 246. Not too far from the cap, but still also very, very far. Yeah, let's exclude the master flashpoint, so it would save me time. I do have another command boost active on this guy as well. No immediate pop. That doesn't say good. Happy holidays, Magic. Thank you for stopping by. Which boss? Come on, be specific. Why Umbara? What's worst about the Umbara? Which boss? The third one? The third one is really, really crap. I hate the third one. In master mode, that is. In veteran mode, not so much. Am I queuing up? What the hell is happening? Wow. Nobody wants my Sentinel DPS. And also, what am I playing? Watchman. That's fine. I'll stay Watchman. The second boss is my favorite, as a matter of fact. I tanked it yesterday with Vulkk, or the day before yesterday. It doesn't really matter when. But the point is, I don't like tanking, and in veteran mode flashpoint, sometimes you do have to tank. Thankfully, I'm actually capable of tanking. Oh. 4 DPS. Okay. Oh, damn it. Someone escaped. Is that the same group? Yep. Oh, no. It's not the same. There is one difference. What are we doing? Ooh, Battle of Rishi. Nice. This is actually, should be. I don't know, 4 DPS is a little bit tricky, but this one is easy to duo in master mode because I did it with crappy gear at the launch at the beginning of 5.0. Battle of Rishi is one of my favorite flashpoints. What was the other one? Blood. What the hell was the name of the other flashpoint?
The jammer's in sight.
I'll do what I can to guide you through, but that's...
Sorry, if you heard, that was my phone. We're skippers. Fine. Which one is yours, Miro? Oh, I think that's the one. I remember Neaton. Right? That's your name? Or maybe it isn't. That's you. Hey. Okay, I'm not much of a skipper. I don't like skipping stuff. I understand that it's time saving, but ugh. That is... What the hell was the name of the flashpoint? The other one on Rishi. Ah. Bloodwine? Bloodhunt. Bloodwine is something else. It's not exactly a title for a game. It's more like a vampire drink. Bloodhunt. Holy crap. Thank you. Bloodhunt is the one where I brain farted. And a little bit of stop for healing, maybe. Which one is your favorite flashpoint now, Naomi? Which one did you replace Battle of Rishi with? My all-time favorite has always been, and I don't think it will ever change, Lost Island. I mean, the fact that I hate tanking and I created my one and only tank character for this flashpoint specifically, I think that's more than enough proof how much I loved it. Not so much anymore. It's still challenging, but not nearly as tough as when we were level 50 with Kulumi gear. why did Talion take another ring? My take on the story is because he needed it to survive. Without the ring, he wasn't able to cheat death anymore, and he wasn't immortal. And he wanted to finish the fight, so he gave up to the Nazgûls to be able to finish his job and, I don't know, delay the inevitable. I really like that they finally put a true end to the story of Talion. So even if we have a third game, which I think is very, very possible, because W Games is extremely greedy, so a third game is very possible, but I don't know how exactly are they going to tie up the events. The way Shadow of War ended really doesn't promote a third game for Talion, maybe a different character, maybe a female one. Speculations for a female protagonist in The Witcher 4 have been going on for years now, even before the release of The Witcher 3 in 2 years ago. Well, now 2.5 years ago, actually. Was it the Wookiee first? Yeah, I believe so. We need to kill the healing droids. Because reasons. Huh, that doesn't do a lot of damage here. But it's still nice to avoid them, pretend that you're actually doing the mechanics. Unlike Bloodhound, this one is very well balanced for veteran mode. Bloodhound is a total disaster. On top of the tough second boss, we've got the annoying lag from the lava underneath. Yeah. I think the lag is the biggest reason why I dislike the Flashpoint. Where are you, nerdy Lauer? Oops, wrong way. Are you at work? Visiting friends, relatives? Go home, play the game. That was a very poor attempt for a mind trick.
Okay, you're in. There's a force field between you and that jammer. You'll have to gather a set of security codes to pass through. Signal's going to start breaking up soon. Talk to you when you
Really?
get the jammer
Is
shut down.
today the anniversary? That's nice. How the hell do you remember that thing? I don't think YouTube says the day you subscribe to someone's channel. Maybe roughly, you remember? Do we have a stealther? Ooh, scoundrel. Maybe the scoundrel would want to go solo. Maybe not. Let's see. Woohoo! The scoundrel is... okay, not doing it. Maybe now? Come on, scoundrel. Save us those 2 pools. Hey, Zedax! Oh yeah. Okay, the scoundrel is tilted. He or she would probably be willing to do that. Theron's betrayal. We haven't seen the conclusion yet, but I'm willing to say too predictable. Because he's not a real betrayer, he's not a traitor. He's a double, triple, quadruple agent, whatever you want to call it. He's still playing for the... Not for the good guys, for me, okay, for me. Sometimes I'm not the good guy, depending on what I'm playing. Oh, I think you're not watching the live stream, Metallic. If that's your response to my desire to remember the name of Bloodhunt, that was a few minutes ago, mate. Make sure that you guys are watching the live stream. You can make sure that it's live if the little red dot next to the play button is actually active. Oh, we need to go, we need to go. The healer needs some help. And now we'll probably need to kill that one. I want to say it before it actually becomes not canon, but fact in the game. I knew and expected Teron to be a double, triple agent from the very beginning. It would be actually a big surprise if he's not. What is the good thing to do when you're going to buy The Witcher? You're talking about The Witcher 3 probably? Because this is the open world game. The others are more or less linear with main quest, storyline and side quests. And I mean very obvious side quests and missions. For The Witcher 3, I would say start with the main... the first area I recommend to everybody who's asking me this, you have to explore fully the first area of the game. You can obviously come back and explore it later on. It doesn't get locked or anything, but it gives you a very nice feeling and makes you more prepared for what you are about to face in the second area. First one is called White Orchard, the second one is called Velen, and the No Man's Land is really, really unfriendly if you are not... gained at least a few levels. So if you just quickly go through the 2-3 main missions in the first map, you might actually face some trouble leveling up in the second. Overall, the game is very long. If you decide to go for all of the side activities and do everything in the game, be ready to spend north from 100 hours. I don't remember which one do we kill first. And I have a guide for this one, damn it. That's how long I haven't done it. Maybe I should take a look at my own guide.
We are in the right. Accept it or die.
Okay. Stun. Unfriendly one. Where are the white circles? Are they not available in veteran? Oh, what the hell? Luck spike? No, 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 no. Not now. I do remember a soften rage or something. Oh, okay, yeah. There it is. Soften rage. If you kill one of them first. $170. That's very, very possible. I'm sitting on top of 750-ish hours at the moment, maybe close to 800 now. So yeah, it's really hard for me to remember how long it took me the first time. Definitely more than 100. And the good thing is you can never fully complete this game. Every single time I do a new playthrough of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt and the 2 expansions, I discover new things that I haven't seen or done before. Not areas, of course, I've explored all of the areas in the game, but like small things. For example, a small conversation or a very small random side quest, like you rescue someone here and days later they appear on the other corner of the world, thanking you, giving you money or something like that. To me, it's absolutely unexplainable how these guys from CD Projekt Red managed to produce this big game for such a short time. I mean, let's compare it to maybe Mass Effect 4, Mass Effect Andromeda. It's a game that's been developed 5 years, and The Witcher 3 has been developed, if I'm not mistaken, for 3.5, maybe 4 years. I might be mistaken. Because I've seen in some documentaries they claim to have been working on The Witcher 3 before even The Witcher 3 has The Witcher 3 has been finished, but I'm not really sure on that. I mean, some level of preparation is probably to be expected, but to say that we're working on the game. Oh, absolutely agree with you, Naomi. If that actually is possible, I will play through Eternal Throne at least 2 more times to be able to experience all of the different options. You know, dark side complete playthrough, light side complete playthrough, switching the factions and doing opposite light side to dark side, which is something I haven't done so far. I don't think it will be different. Huh. I've never noticed we actually do have a Revan in the group. Who is this? Aha! That's Miro! Looking like Revan. Holy crap, I haven't noticed. Okay, I have to pay attention and... We're choosing this one to hide? Okay.
Pilot base, hostile engagement initiated. Shouldn't take long. Priming electromatrix.
Run! Or not? Oh, is that a glitch? Yeah, I think the last one still does a lot of damage. If you're foolish enough to stay outside, even in veteran mode, it's a tough mechanic.
Affirmative. Taking them out. Put your weapons down. Friendlies acknowledged.
It's so nice of the ads to come to us. Thank you. Or at least one of them, the skirmisher.
Taking damage.
Come on, second wave. We gotta see one. Maybe not.
Need to end this.
Yeah, there it is. It's coming. Oh, Jim has arrived. Hi, Jim. I haven't seen you.
Systems critical.
That was quick. How many ads did we receive? I only saw 2 waves, or 1 wave even. It was quick. Whose side is it on? Okay, nobody has won yet. My favorite ops? I think throughout the years I've given different answers to that question, but most of the time I've been saying Dread Palace.
There are traitors hiding on every ship.
Hey DJ!
The Imperial ships too. They're manipulating the
DJ.
battle from
DJ,
both
have you
sides.
seen your mirror character in The Last Jedi?
There's a
That's a different DJ probably. Is it only Lightside winning the competition on your server then? Alright. Not that. I need that one. Okay, yeah, I'm 300. Wow. Not really good. Eddie, tell me what's your favorite operation then? Okay, that's good farm. How about a quick daily run through something? Which one would it be? What day is it today? Thursday. I've done some things on some of my characters. I wish I could remember. Let's see what's available on Cross. Just once? Go see it a second time, or maybe you didn't like it and you don't want to see it a second time. I don't pay too much attention which side is winning because I don't participate a lot in these events. Let's see. Some solo activities. What do I have available? Section X, Oricon, Macab, Ziost, Yavin 4. Ugh. Nothing fun. How about Vulkk? Lately, I've been using Vulkk to farm command tokens for my other characters that I've been very slowly and lazily, is that the word? Leveling up in command rank. Yeah, you know, I think that kind of group content was enough for today's live stream. I won't bore you guys with doing solo stuff and daily quests. I hope that you... I hope that you have enjoyed this live stream. It's probably my last for 2017. My regular viewers have noticed a long time ago that I'm not live streaming every day and every so often as I used to, simply because the games I enjoy are either not stream friendly or I just hit bad timing. For example, in October and November, I was up to here busy with real life work. and I wasn't able to play in my regular hours, and obviously I wasn't also able to live stream. That's why I missed the live stream story opportunity for Shadow of War when it released a couple months ago. I think I'll see you maybe in 2018, unless something weird comes up into my mind on, let's say, 31st of December, and I decide to do something, I don't know, something. I wouldn't call it special because it will be another gameplay stream, either Star Wars: The Old Republic or maybe another game that I'm in the mood to play at this moment. Thank you guys. I have said that in my video. Some of you have probably seen it. Thank you for the lovely support that you've given me for 2017. I've been able to welcome quite a few thousand of new subscribers to my channel this year, and compared to the performance of my website in the beginning of 2017 and at the end of 2017, the growth has been like 3 to 4 times. So thank you very much for that. I really love and appreciate that you are enjoying and finding my content useful, whether it's in written form or in video form. Those of you that have participated in the giveaway, which is ending in a little more than 1 hour, expect to see the winners announced in a comment under the video for the giveaway after midnight, my time, which is in 1 hour and 12 minutes. I will draw the 3 random winners and announce them in comment there. If I'm not able to personally message them on YouTube, I will request that they personal message me so I can send them the code that I have won. And that's it. See you next time. Probably see you in the next year. Enjoy the holidays, guys, and take it easy. Don't drink yourself under the table because you will miss the New Year celebrations.